fight the power like Big Chuck.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Put the truth in the movies and lies throughout the news. They manufacture opinions and form all of your views. Everything we think we know is actually opposite of the truth. But what do you do when reality's fraudulent? The whole system is rigged, it's an illusion of choice. You can keep screaming and yelling, end up losing your voice. What's the point? What's the point? That's what I ask sometimes. Roll a joint, smoke that joint, and then I smash some rhymes. I'm still a slave, but that boy overdose is hard to control. How far will he go? Much further than you possibly know. ODD TV, I've been doing this. I have to get deep, because half of you are asleep, the other half are just sheep. Wakey, wakey, wake the fuck up, man. I'm really sick of this. They rub the truth all up in our faces and it's ridiculous. They always keep the odds stacked against us and we can't seem to win. After seeing all the things I've seen, I'll never sleep again.
Everything is a lie. Slave till the day you die. World full of boogeymen. I'll never sleep again. Rules that you must obey. Can't seem to get away. It's making my head spin. I'll never sleep again.
Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. We live in a prison cube, ruled over by the hexagon. Nothing but witchcraft and black magic spells in your lexicon. Search till the day you're dead and gone. There's gotta be some way out of here. Looking up at the sky, just watching chemical clouds appear. They got these toxic heavy metals filling up your body. You're a zombie, unaware that you serve the Illuminati. Man, how's your head feel after taking that red pill? When you learn the truth, it's scary. You can barely stand still. The Matrix is a computer-generated dreamland. Most certainly you're a worker bee for the queen, man. They lie to us about outer space and the earth is flat. They're killing us with the food they sell us. What's worse than that? You may wake up, but that doesn't mean the world's gonna change. It can stress you out, make you depressed, or fill you up with rage. We're in a cage, the whole world is nothing but a stage. And we're almost there, so be prepared for the coming age.
Everything is a lie. Slave till the day you die. World full of boogeymen. I'll never sleep again. Rules that you must obey. Can't seem to get away. It's making my head spin. I'll never sleep again.
Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again.
Everything is a lie.
Everything, man.
Slave till the day you die.
There's no escaping it.
World full of boogeymen.
They live.
I'll never sleep again.
I'm an insomniac.
Rules that you must obey.
Obey, obey, obey.
Can't seem to get away.
No, I can't get away.
It's making my head spin.
It's not the world spinning.
I'll never sleep again.
Never, ever, ever.
All right. Shizzle. What's good, everyone? AK Lucid. So I seen a video by Truth Zone, and this isn't in no way singling out Truth Zone either. Because I've heard of, hold on, where'd my coffee go? Hold on. Alright. True Zone showed a video of some old white, so-called white dude, crying about the immigrants. And this isn't the first time I've heard this narrative being pushed that, and I know it's true to an extent, where some immigrants that came from Europe probably did get handouts, but not all of them. Most of them didn't. And I know for a fact because I've asked questions of my grandfather. My grand used to tell me he'd be lucky to make $1 a day working 12-hour days, picking corn or picking tobacco. There's a lot of farms with corn and tobacco here in Connecticut, pumpkins, all that type of shit. Probably more stuff that I don't know about over in Farmington, Connecticut, and other places. My grandpa used to tell me my grandpa had 8 brothers and 1 sister, and I was like, this stuff I would learn. But yeah, a lot of the slave ships that came from Europe aren't even, they're talked about like these so-called white people fucking were all rich and owned slaves. I asked my grandpa a lot of questions thanks to school pushing these fake ass narratives that in school they make it seem like all white people owned slaves and we were slave drivers. And so I went to my grandfather to ask, and he looked at me like I was fucking nuts. But a lot of people are talking shit about the immigrants because when they came here, they had nothing. The government didn't give them shit. They had to work from the bottom up. At least that's what I think. Let me rephrase that, because to be honest, I don't know why these people are complaining. I don't know them. I didn't get to ask them. Maybe that's a reason, but my whole thing with history is I think as a whole, America or maybe other countries, we dwell too much in the past, man. Like, the past is over with. I think we're trained to dwell in the past and not forget the past. Because if you keep dwelling in the past, how the fuck are you ever gonna fix the future? All this white and black shit, man, this divisive tactics they use. All people that had money owned slaves. Didn't matter if you were so-called black, white. Believe me, when I heard just some black people that are being interviewed owned white slaves, I said, "Oh, buddy, don't let pro-blacks hear that. The real racist ones." But I want to talk about European slave ships. I know a lot of people don't like talking about slavery, but motherfucker. Anyway, immigrants complaining can go screw themselves. Now, it's not the immigrants complaining. It's the so-called white man in this video. Like, True Zone's an intelligent brother, man, you know. I'm not singling him out or trying to diss him or nothing. Me personally, I think all this white and black shit blaming each other never got anyone anywhere, and I think it's all bullshit, truthfully. All these ideologies, we're gonna dig some ideologies up, man. I like to laugh. You know, I want to laugh at some of these racist ideologies. I want to hear their excuses of why they're racist. You know, a hateful person loves racist ideologies because they have nothing but excuses they could adopt to be hateful. I see immigrants. Not a whole lot. I personally think these immigrants are being used, man, for military purposes and voting. What's up, D. Allen Warren? Flat motherfucking power. Our tax money either goes to war, but it don't ever come to us. I'll tell you that one. And then can we really say it's our tax money? I lost so-called faith in the government 30 years ago. Oh wait, I never had faith in them. I seen the video where the guy said if 6 billionaires would pay taxes, our debt would go away. Bill Gates, if he lost 98% of his money, he would still have $1.9 billion. That's wild, man. He's got like $180 billion. I'd love to punch this dude in his face and take. Well, he probably don't carry money with him because most of his worth is probably invested in like companies and properties and farms and anything else he could swindle. I want to see what I could find. I would have loved to find. I tried to get Sister Bethy to help me find, but no disrespect to her, but I don't think she wants to help white people. Anyway. No, I don't think that's it. But I did send my information. But because she knew how. I just want to find the ship that my family came over on. So then maybe I could trace it back to where it left. And then I could find some of my family in Germany somehow. In Poland. See, I don't agree with the whole that this whole place was nothing but dark people first. I don't agree with that. I think what you see always has been, and for the most part, there's been people everywhere. Maybe certain areas, people lived in tribes in the middle of the jungle, and they never seen a so-called white man before, because no fucking person's gonna go in the middle of the jungle where gators and all this stuff to travel. And since I brought that up, Indiana Jones, right? What was Indiana Jones really hunting for? Like these Indiana Jones type people, I think they were hunting for that technology lost or buried. Bro Sanchez said these people had chips in their brain. You know, they're probably hunting for some technology. That's what I think. That was buried in this flood. But back, I mean, there really ain't too much to talk about with the slave ships. I'm gonna look, because even if I look stuff up, I still question it. Because all that information's coming from the very people that lie to us. Yeah, I think I know who that person was that said that yesterday. Oh, I could have built this channel up, and I'm thinking you couldn't even build your own channel up, but you're gonna build my channel up. I don't need no one to build nothing up. I build my own pyramid. I'm gonna build your. I could have built your channel up. Can't even build their own channel. Anyway, shout out to everyone. Lucid, D. Allen Warren, AK-47. Yeah, I think it's a good topic. Hopefully Truth's gonna come by, because I want to hear some more what he has to say. It's not a debate. I'm not attacking Truth Zone. You know, we see things differently in some things, but we still conversate like men. We don't down each other. It's all right to see things different. As a matter of fact, it's awesome that people see things different, because like I've always said, you might miss something. Somebody might see something differently and you overlooked. So, you know, that person might apply information that you didn't think of or heard of. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a super long live today, man. I gotta send Hurricane JW a beat. I gotta get back into my music, man. I've been slacking. I wrote 2 flows in the last 24 hours, but uh, who knows if I'll ever use. You know how many rhymes I got that I'll probably never be used? Oh shit. Oh, I wonder if I could, huh, interesting. Huh, let me see something. Let me see. Let's see if I could do this. If I could do this, this is fucking insane, bro. I just figured something new out. Let's see. Is it gonna let me? Oh, I'm in the wrong live stream. No wonder. I thought I invented a hack. What's up, Renegade? I was listening to that song you and London Man did, man. I was jealous. I'm like, man, that's supposed to be me. No. What's going on here? Oh. Oh. Having trouble loading your content? Yeah. 15 years old. Hey, I was listening. If you got time, come up real quick, Renegade. Because I was listening to your samples you sent me again yesterday. And I picked out one of them that I started writing to. I just don't know if it's a full song, like a full instrumental. I think you just cut it up. But I was gonna do a freestyle on it. I'm gonna start making songs. Fuck a verse. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Okay, maybe I could still do this. Maybe not. Nah, that shit fucked my ears up. Who likes his new backdrop? Let me take my thing out the way. Heaven or Hell is a clothing line that this guy from Hartford, Connecticut created. But yeah, I gotta change the title to this because I don't think I'm gonna fucking. Yeah, I think I dropped the link. Oh no, am I blind? Oh. What? Your mother's invalid. Ever disrespect me? Yeah. Jesus. Now I gotta look for this fucking thing, you fucking hump. Hold on. Alright. Damn. I wanted to show this picture. Look at this shit. Alright, Renegade. I got you. I mean, look at this shit. There's no way. Dane Calloway did a good job at breaking this down. There's no bathrooms. You know, there's no way people would have been dying of infections. It's a 6-month travel, allegedly, right? If that's even true. Six months, a long time. What do y'all think? You don't. That's wild, bro. I don't buy this shit. What are you? He's a house slave? Where's the fucking captain? Hold up. There's this many levels in the ship. Yeah, I'm a Slav. Not a slob. I'm a Slav. I don't think Renegade's a Slav, but he's from Sweden. There's some Slavs that come here. I know I'm a Slav. German. I think AK is a Slav. No, I didn't mean slaves. I meant European slave ships with Slavs leaving Germany. How fucking hard is that, Google? So the 6th century of the so-called Christian era, right? Because it's an error. That's why it's called an error or an era, because it's a mistake. The Christian era is a mistake. This is at present, the customary name for all of the Slavonic races is Slav. This name did not appear in history or his story until a late period, but it has superseded all others. The general opinion is that it appeared for the first time in written documents in the 6th century of the Christian era mistake. However, before this Alexandrian scholar Ptolemy, about AD 100 to 178, mentioned in his work, Geographic Hyphagesis, a tribe called Stavani. Stavani or Stavanoi, which was said to live in European Sarmatia between the Lithuanian tribes of the Galinde and the Sudini and the Sarmatic tribe of the Alans. I never heard of that. The Sarmatic tribe of the Alans. Let's look that up. Boop. Beep. It's an Iranian tribe.
What's good, Chuck?
Chilling.
What's good?
Just
Yeah,
looking for info on what you were talking about.
oh yeah, most definitely, man. I wanted to make another video on that, but I seen that you was live. I was like, let me go over there and see what's going on. But yeah,
Oh,
look up. The Spaniards did a lot of expeditions too. Conquistadors, or conquistadors, whatever you want to call them. You got I think Vernon Cortez did a lot of expeditions over here. They was doing a lot of
yeah,
discoveries back then.
that's why they wear the Cortez Nikes, I heard.
Right,
And
right,
the high
right.
tops.
I'm pretty sure that's his name. His name is Vernon Cortez
I'm gonna look them up.
Conquistador. What do you want to call him?
We're gonna look up Vernon Cortez, and then we're gonna put it side by side how the Mexicans wear high socks.
Yeah, you borking out real bad.
Cortez.
Yeah, the Mexicans that you see, like they are the direct descendants of Cortez because they are a result of all like rape that was going on. Because look at the name Olmec. That's an old Mexican. Old Mexican. That had woolly hair.
Hernan Cortez.
That's him right here. That's his name. Her name Cortez. Yeah. They did a lot of Spaniard expeditions over here in the 1500s when they were making discoveries. This is why people say the new world this and new world that. No, this is the old world. When they came on these expeditions, on these conquests, they was discovering the new. They called this the new world because they weren't familiar with this geographical landmass.
Huh. I know Spain like this because when I remember in school, man, I mentioned this earlier. They would talk about white people owning slaves. So you know who I went to first? My grandfather, right? Because he lived a long time ago. Man,
Right.
my grandfather looked at me like I was fucking nuts. He goes, own slaves. My grand looked at me like we were slaves. The fuck?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like on my video, I should have made the video longer. I forgot to mention that a lot of your ancestors, they didn't have a whole lot of money. They didn't have the resources. I feel like it was the ones that was coming over here. They were already they had already had money. They already had everything. They would just get everything handed to them by the government. It's like subsidies and resources and stuff like that.
I think you did say both. I think you said not all Europeans came here and got handouts. The rich, the rich ones came here and had, like my he owned land, but that was when he got older and he came home from the service. He worked in factories and bought land. But other than that, my grandpa had 8 brothers and a sister.
Right.
And
matter of fact, I'm gonna go get this video. It's of a so-called white woman. She's breaking down like her father lied to her. Her father said that they was a part of a tribe, like I think Blackfoot, some type of tribe, Chickamauga. I don't know. Right. And she was saying like how her dad lied to her. She said she went did her own research. Like we not Indians, we not indigenous. But she found out that her dad bought that identity, or her great granddad bought the identity from the U.S. government for $5. So this is why we always say $5 Indian. So this is why you hear a lot of Caucasians say, "Hey, I got Indian in my blood. I have Indian in my family." It's because some of their ancestors bought their identity via the Dawes rule. But that's what I'm saying.
I think the Moors had a lot to do with the I mentioned this in my rhyme. My goodness, because I wanted to be a surprise, but the Moors had a lot to do with that too, man. I think they worked along with these so-called white people.
The black Moors,
today,
you're right.
Africans don't like so-called Black Americans. They tell them you're not. What I've seen. It's almost like they were super racist against their own so-called people, right? They were saying that people aren't African. They don't know why they call themselves African American when they were already there. They didn't come from here. And even from my black friends, like there's people that came from Africa over here, and they would always be neck to neck. Like they didn't like each other too much. Right. I didn't understand why, but now I do.
We were being dispersed when they talk about, like I'm saying, everything history was told in reverse. So that whole Atlantic slave trade, whatever you want to call it, that was them dispersing us throughout this realm, like sending us to Africa, to Europe. But then again, you had the domestic slave trade too. The so-called slave. Well, I want to call it a prisoner of war exchange.
You know, it would be nice if hold on. All right. It would be nice if, like, you know, I always push unity, even though it's far-fetched, but it would be dope, man, if we stop fucking, like, we start fucking exposing these ideologies. And I agree with this country white dude said, he told this black guy, they were in a video together, and he said, "Man, we need to get these country white people, and we need to get people from I think he said the so-called hood or whatever, and we need to unite." He goes, us crazy fucking hillbillies and you know, and we
Right?
basically
You can't.
saying we need to come together and fuck the government. That's what you're saying.
I agree with that. I feel like us doing this right here, or even me making a video on my platform about this, is dematerializing these fallacies that was told to us. All I'm doing, because the past and the present it works in tandem together. There's no such thing as the past. There's no such thing as the future. Everything is happening now. Only thing I do is, if I'm told a lie, I say, okay, let me go look into this. Let me see. They told me that we from somewhere else, but it's really vice versa. So let me go find out. Let me go do my due diligence, because I can't go to the United Nations and try to say I'm black, but I'm really indigenous, because the UN Charter have an indigenous I forgot what's the name of it. Damn, it's called something, because black is not an identity. Black or white is not an identity. We already know this. So you can't take none of this shit. Say, hey, because black is not a nation. You can't say, well, I'm Black American. There's no such thing as Black American. There's no such thing as white American. There's no such thing as African American. These are all nomenclatural titles. These are all fallacies, man.
I mean, I watched James Galloway a lot when he was exposing all this stuff and how he completely picked apart the out of Africa theory and how they took the European. They replaced some European ships that were replaced, and they said that they put Africans in there, and then they created this whole bullshit lie.
Right.
Now, that makes me question all of history. All these books that Rockefeller put together, I question it all. All these fake, they even supply us with these heroes like Martin Luther King or Columbus or fucking like all these fake made up fucking heroes they want you to worship.
They are characters, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm not like on my like. It might seem like I'm pushing like divide. Somebody might watch the video. It's like, oh, he's pushing divide. He's trying to divide us. No, I'm pointing out things like, hey, man, like these people are hypocrites. It's hypocritical that these people say they're complaining about these so-called immigrants, these Haitians, but they us. They belong here. They was here just as long as we've been here. I'm just saying it's hypocrisy to hear, like that guy was saying in the video, I don't want them here. Who are you to say you don't want them here? Go what some of these ignorant people need to do. They need to go find out where they come from, who they are, before they start pointing fingers saying, hey, they don't belong here. Who are you to say they don't belong here? Where do you come from? Where do your ancestors come from? You a nationalized citizen. All Europeans,
I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the government. I'm not mad at the immigrants. I don't blame them. I would leave a shitty country too, but I'm mad at the government for, you know, giving everyone but us our fucking so-called tax money. You know, they're spending on bombs and give Israel and fucking all these other countries our money. But there's more homeless people on the streets than I've ever seen in 43 years on this earth.
I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's been lied to by this shadow government, bro. By this corporate government, they lied to everybody on every level. So, and I agree with you. We have a common enemy. It's this so-called government, man. If you want to call it that, because they lied to everybody. They used everybody as pawns against each other. That's what they did, man. They used everybody as pawns. You know, they used us. They used the Moors is really, but like you said, the black Moors is really the black hidden hand controlling everything. But these is just front men.
Yeah, I titled that. I said I'll get Truth Zone over here, even though I could have texted you, but
yeah, you are. You know, I'm gonna pull up, man. You know, shit, no harm, no foul. I tell the truth, man. I keep it real. I can't sit like that's what I'm saying. I was watching those videos yesterday on YouTube, and I kept seeing all these people complaining. They're going to these city halls, these town halls, and complaining about these so-called Haitian immigrants, man. And like these people are hypocrites because they don't. I bet my bottom dollar that none of them know where they really come from. They don't know where their ancestors come from. They just thinking they've been here for thousands of years, and that's just complete opposite. They haven't been here that long.
I don't think any of us been here that long. That's just an opinion. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Like
I respect you.
I think
I respect that.
we're. I think we're all fairly new. Maybe.
Right.
I think all
Right.
this history is a lie, man. It's coming from Rockefeller. You know, we got to
Right.
question
Like
this shit.
that.
I think the truth, they got that locked up, man.
Yeah, that's their curriculum though. When you go to their schools and it's an indoctrination, it's propaganda that's being fed to us, telling us that we slaves. You gotta think, bro. It's a form. I don't want to say this on your platform, but it's a form of when you look at so-called history. You gotta think they whitewashed everything. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. They whitewashed everything. Look at the
Might
history
have.
book. Yeah, look at the curriculum.
Like
Look
that
at
Jesus thing.
religion.
Oh, here we go. Look, bro. I was gonna send you this. You think that white dude's racist? The one that I'll play it in a minute. This is the most racist white dude I've ever seen on YouTube, man. And he makes jokes out of the. I don't know if these people are trolling or if this white dude's serious. He's being interviewed by a black dude. He went to the most racist town in South America or whatever. I don't know, but it's kind of comic.
Yeah.
I don't know. History, when I found out, I think it was in the 1920s. There's an old lady in one of those old folks' homes. She said in the 1920s, she remembers learning flat earth. And then Rockefeller changed all the curriculum books to agenda.
Yeah, most definitely. Rockefeller was a straight up demon. One of them. You gotta think these are incubator babies, man. These are Cabbage Patch kids that's telling us who we are, man. They telling so-called white people. They just start calling them white. There's no such thing as white people. That don't even exist. Think about it.
Imagine that, bro. I think these incubator babies, that would be crazy, man.
Man, they rip, bro. I'm telling you,
why are they eradicating? You ever notice, like in Ukraine, there was tribes that been there a long time. They have different genetics. They have different blood types and everything. They've been rooted there a long time. They're annihilating them, basically eradicating them.
Right.
Africa, go to Africa. They're taking their land. Well, that's for resources, but it ain't right.
Bro, have you ever heard of the Negro Asiatic? The Negrito, the Asiatic. They got afro, woolly hair, skin copper color. When you my big brother said something.
The Riz is Asiatic.
Right. My big brother said something to me a few weeks ago. He said when you come to this American landmass, he said so-called black people, he said we the only ones that don't know who we are. He said when you go to Asia, you go to Europe, he said the so-called black people there, they know that they indigenous to that land. They know that they was there first. He said, we come here, we the only ones that calling each other black, and he said we don't know who we are.
All of America, they've Americanized. Look, my grandfather came. He didn't speak German no more. He had to learn English that was spoken, and only it ended with my great-grandparents. Yeah, that'd be my grandpa's. Well, no, my grand knew some German and Polish, but he didn't speak it. Because I used to ask him, why didn't you pass it down to my mother? And why? I want to learn my roots. I want to know the German language. I want to learn these German foods. Why did we give up our fucking roots to be Americanized?
Right. It was that's what I'm saying. It was the Blackamoors that decided. It was the black nobility, the Blackamoors, man, that did all this shit. They went against us, man. It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I'm not blaming. It's bigger than just so-called skin color, man. It's way bigger than that. That's just a microcosm. We gotta navigate our way through these goddamn lies that they told us, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, just think about it, bro. If you living in I'm here in America, right? And then they give my whole birthright, my whole identity to another group of nationality of people. They got these Mongoloids. They saying that they indigenous here, but that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie, man. Think about it. We having to go do our own research and figure this shit out now. Like, hey man, we've been lied to. Everybody hasn't been here that long, man. That's all I'm trying to say, man. I know my ancestry runs deep here. It goes deep. I don't got nothing to do with no Africa. I ain't never been to no Africa. It's like they're trying to put me somewhere else mentally. I don't have no ties to Africa.
I forgot the actor's name. Hold on. I might be Borgin. All right. I forgot the Africa. See? That stupid word stuck in my head. I forgot the actor's name. I said Africa, whatever. But I don't know if it was I know he's a black actor. I forgot his name, but I think it was not Denzel. The other guy, Morgan Freeman, I think. But either way, it was one of them. But in the interview, they called him an African American, and he goes, "I'm not African American. I'm American." He goes, "I don't know nothing about no African American." He corrected the dude, called him an African American. This
Right,
interviewer.
because that means you civil or more too. So if you calling yourself African American, black or white, that means you have no so-called you're dead. They look at you as civil or more too. You're just dead in the eyes of this system. It has no social status. It has no social status. You calling yourself black, white, African American, those are all false titles, man. Because there's no
Look
such
at
thing as white people.
Look at the Shinnecock tribe in New York, right? Lower Manhattan. Now, I'm not telling anyone who they are, but I was thinking, if I'm not mistaken, I know the 5% Nation and all that in New York City. I think, in my opinion, some of these elders, they know the truth. And they don't want, they say they're half Shinnecock, half African American. See, as soon as you start saying, I'm not African American, I'm American, I know who I am, and you start claiming your land, they don't want people claiming the land.
Bro, type in African American and type in civil amortus.
I don't know how to spell that. Hold on. Damn it, I shouldn't have exited it all the way.
I wish I could share my screen, but I got them on the phone.
Okay. American. What was the other word?
Civil amortus. CIVILITIER. And mortus is MORTUUS.
More. Is it MOOR?
Yes.
Mortus?
TUUS. Because mort means mort means
MORTUUS.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled.
Oh yeah, mortis.
Yeah, mortis means like rigor mortis. Mortis means dead.
Oh, what is taking so long? I just paid my bill. There's no way they should be doing this.
There we go.
Civilly dead in the view of the law. The condition of one who lost his civil rights and capacities and is accounted dead in law. Interesting.
Right now, go back to Google and type in African American civil amortus. It's another publication that breaks it down even more.
Oh yeah, that's that. See,
type in images. Go to images, and the publication should pop up. Because I got it on my phone. Because I did a video on this like a long time ago. There you go, right there. It's that first publication right there.
This one?
Yeah, that one right there.
Come on, man. Fuck. Damn. Should be pissing me off. Come on, man. I could run around. Look.
Yeah, I need to spend some money, man, and get me a whole desktop setup so that way I can start doing videos like this, man, from a computer or a desktop, bro.
Yeah. You could do Harlem push-ups to pump up your chest. I got a 12 gauge Mossberg to pump up your chest. That was one of the illest verses ever. All right. Civilitaire, whatever. Civilitaire.
It's similar to Mortus.
It says, first, there exists no nation of Black Americans, nor is there a Black American in any documented record the world over. Black Americans are what is referred to in law as a misnomer.
Misnomer. It's a misnomer. If you hold on, I'm stopping you right there real quick. If you calling yourself black, white, or any of these titles, that means it's a misnomer. It's a misnomer. It means it has no. I want to say it.
No value.
It's just a misnomer. It has no value, man. If you're calling yourself black, white, African American, European American, it's a misnomer, man. That because when they so-called name us, if you go to the UN Charter, they looked at we're called indigenous. We're not called black. We're not called African American. We're not called white. Like we're just called indigenous. That's it. Keep going, bro. My bad.
Where was I? Oh yeah, as you well know, grammatically, black is an adjective and is not a proper noun. Socially and politically, black implies civiliter mortis, which means dead in the eyes of law. Black American is not a nationality, nor is it in a nation. Therefore, black has no political interest nor powers in the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. I'm keeping this.
You see what I'm saying? I did a video breakdown on that last year with this publication. This is why when you go back to the so-called Civil Rights Act, remember so-called black people was being marched around. We was being marched around on our own land. We was trying to have some rights because they was calling us African American and black. Because if you saying you black and African American, it means you dead in the eyes of the law. You don't have any rights. So they had us fighting to get rights inside of this system, inside of this patrilineal system. We was fighting to get rights inside of this matrix because we was looked at as dead in the eyes of the system.
So it's a system. It's an infection. It's a cyst.
Do it make sense to you now, bro, after reading that publication, man?
Yeah.
They killed us on paper, bro. We was genocided on paper. We wasn't killed like in person. We was killed in person via war, fighting against this monster, but they killed us on paper with a pen. We was paper genocided. And gave it a whole new identity.
Yeah, that's why I say the system is a cyst. One day I was thinking of the word system, and I said, man, that's why they call the system what it is, because it's an infection. It's a cyst.
Yeah, it's a virus,
nothing good. What's going on here? Trying to picture where he has his stocks. because that's where they get it from. I don't know what to do. Cortez, hold up. Hernan Cortez.
Yep, the Spanish Inquisition. They was coming over here, finding, discovering the New World. That's why they say that they founded this shit. All this is new to them. This is why George Bush Sr. came out and said a new world order, because all this stuff is still new to them.
Yo. This shit's about to get super punched. They say that's why Mexicans wear high socks and the Cortez Nikes. We'll see. Here it is. The Star of Ishtar. Fuck, I need to drag it here for, man. Stop playing with me. Yo, what's going on? Excuse me, I gotta save this because I see the 8-pointed star all the time now. And even Cortez got it behind him. It's the Star of Ishtar.
Who got Cortez?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them colonizers, man. They all conquistadors, man. All of them are. Because you notice they all dress like the black nobility. If you pull up pictures of the black nobility, you see that these conquistadors dress just like them, man. These Spaniards, they dress just like the black nobility, and they dress just like the blackamoors with those button-up suits and shit like that. Go look at how George Washington them dress with those red coats, and go look at the black nobility. They all dress the same.
And the British too.
Yeah, because that's what the blackamoors dress just like that.
Man. Damn. There's got to be a picture, man, with his high socks, for fuck's sake. Now it does it, right? On. Dude. Fuck you. All right. I'm going to play this video. I want you to see True Zone real quick.
All right, cool.
This guy. I don't know if they're trolling, man, or if this white dude's serious, man, but I don't like some of the shit he has to say. It kind of fired me up, but he probably seen it before.
What's happening, Naka? What's happening, bro?
Kidding me, man? Jesus. Jesus would have been back by now.
Yeah, man, this shit extra slow, man.
This is embarrassing.
Now moved in here. It took me 9 years to know what he was.
Here we go.
And I found that out on TV when they was trying to make trouble with him. Y'all
keep begging me to do another act brag video. So we came all the way to the most racist town in the whole United States to knock out this one. Big shout out to my dog.
It's boy real. Hey, Chuck, I seen that video before.
All right. Hey, Kimba, Naga, not know. What's that? Let's see. Let's see if I could figure this out. Hurry 100. Huh. 5 ROV. That.
All I'm saying is, Charles, man. All I'm saying is, bro, if I went in front of the United Nations right now, and I said I was African American or black, I wouldn't be recognized. Because you just read that publication. That means I'm civil mortus. They laughed me right out that motherfucker.
Man, it would be sweet to have a 60 million man march with it don't matter, you know, any so-called race. Damn. I wrote this verse yesterday. I shouldn't say it. I should keep it on the low, but fuck it. Is this the one?
I'm about to do a video. I'm about to do a video on the Indian Removal Act. I'm about to drop a video. I've been wanting to do a video on that because I've been doing research on that. I had talked to this one guy. Shout out to his Free to Pay Attention. He had told me that they had pushed us out west. This is why we ended up in Oklahoma, the Trail of Tears and all that stuff.
I heard that too.
Yeah, that's true.
And I also heard they pushed the Giants out west, which means, you know, you always hear about the white giants, but there's black giants too.
The Atlanteans was us. They was considered giants. They was 7 to 8 feet tall. And then you had the I forgot the other ones. You had it was us, the Atlanteans, and we was 7 to 8 feet tall, and it was more of them taller than us. If I got the name of them. This is why if you watch the movie Avatar, you got the what's it called, the Navajo people. They were tall and blue. Because we used to look that same color. And they had dreadlocks. They showing you how we got invaded. I think they put the truth in movies, man.
All right. Is this it? I got it right here.
They ain't gonna tell nobody that, but we know the truth. We know what happened here. We know the truth. Oh yeah, we know what happened.
I said, listen up. Let's get straight to the point. Message is crystal clear. Political agendas push division and promote fear. Why do you think symbolism of Jesus' heart hit by a spear? As long as you're heartless and in need, government keeps you near. All 4 seasons, 12 months a year, it's full-blown hunting and we are the dare. Slowly but surely, they take advantage of the blind. Through my observation, it's treason. According to law, that's a crime. It said power breeds corruption. I say it's all by design. My higher self foresee. It's strictly elevation, sublime. I broke free from indoctrination, no brotherhood's criteria. Who started out of Africa theory? Moors from Nigeria? Switching European Slav ships to the whole other area. Pillage my ancestors, conquering, causing hysteria. Ideological religion, force beliefs on the youth. Indoctrinate undeveloped brains, hiding the truth. Call it hidden knowledge, underground meetings totally abstruse. At least it's what was thought. I follow clues and crumbs as a sleuth. I think that's how you say that word. Locked on my target like Buffalo Bill's Bruce. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
That's what you got wrote down on your rhyme. That's cold, man.
Yeah, I found that out yesterday that the Moors in Nigeria had a lot to do with, and I'm not hating on all Moors, man. And there's good and bad people everywhere, you know.
Right. What you gotta think when they got their bucket hats on and they wearing they tether to the right, that means they telling lies, and then they get their word to the left.
Like,
because you got your dirty Moors, your black Moors, you got the black nobility. They based out of Sweden. And some of those black Moors were some like in Nigeria and different places. They here too. So I'm saying the black Moors is the ones. The black Moors is the one that gave, what's his name? The dude you just had pulled up, Cortez. They gave them the edification on how to get here. They didn't know nothing about this realm. They knew nothing about this geographical landmass you call Tamari, America, which people call America today. They had no idea we was over here. The black Moors knew we was here, but not like Cortez and all them. They got the edification from the black Moors. They couldn't do it on their own. That's why I said earlier. This is why Bush Sr. said in that news briefing back in 1991 that this is a new world, because this is a new world to them. They haven't been here that long. So when people say it's a new world order coming, the new world order is already here. It's been here ever since we started getting inoculations, and they put our biology on a piece of paper via Social Security card and birth certificate, and via the what's it called, the Federal Reserve. So that's when the new world really kicked off.
Those ain't my ancestors. I'm glad. If those are my ancestors, I would disown them.
What's that?
Straight up. Those fucking pieces of shit that conquer lands.
Yeah, so that's all they do. I mean, that's what they do, bro. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You didn't do that. You had nothing to do with that. It's just that's what's up. That's what I mean. Your ancestors really had no idea what they was doing, because they had the black hidden hand up their ass. They was telling
Right.
hey, they was telling hey, that's the land of milk and honey over there. Go over there and get it. It's yours. We promise. They promised these people everything. When they
Oh,
got here, they end up being peasants.
in the rhyme, I said, in the symbolism, Jesus, you know, in this picture, Jesus points at his heart. And then I thought about the spear they put into Jesus' heart. That's because your heart, you know, your heart is everything. So these people took an allegory, took Jesus' heart out. Because without a heart, what are you? You know what I mean? When you're
Right.
heartless, so they want you to be heartless and in need. That's why I said that. Because as long as you're heartless and in need, you know, they keep us wanting first, slowly but surely, by creating supermarkets. Oops. We lost the ability to plant and grow our own food for the most part. People are getting back into botany, but
Yeah,
that played a
I'm about to
major
go.
part, man.
Shit, I'm about to go vegan again, bro. Be already real with you, man. I'm about to start fasting again. I'm about to go back vegan, man.
What was I gonna say about that? Uh-oh. I forgot. Shit. But yeah, they took ability away. And then in the 1800s, you see the world fairs. People were very inventive. That slowly got stripped away. And then schools, they give you, schools started having, instead of you inventing things, they wanted you to take courses to be a slave. You know, they
Right.
want you to get to be a plumber or an electrician, to do these shitty jobs, man. They took the ability for people to invent and build and elevate.
Right.
They want
And
you to
that
be a
and
dumb fucking worker.
right, and that coincides with what I was just saying. When people are always talking about the NWO is coming, the New World Order bro, the New World Order already happened. Like what you was just saying with the educational system, with the whole working a job to exist here on the free planet. That was the New World. All this shit's new. People wasn't working 9 to 5 jobs 100 years ago, bro. That's a part of the New World Order. 200 years ago, motherfuckers wasn't taking biochips via inoculation. That's via the New World Order, man. All this shit is new, man. We wasn't doing none of it. Like you said, we did more of a homestead. We planted our own food. We wasn't relying on no supermarket or going to Walmart getting GMOs. That's a part of the New World Order that they installed a long time ago.
Mm.
The old world
That
is
was the
when
next
the
verse.
old world is when my ancestors had it. That's the old world because this is old. America's the old world. It was new to them when they got here. That's why I say in that movie Lion King, they say a whole new world. That's what they talking about.
That's what I said right here. I said that was the next verse. I said our water has fluoride, the air is chemtrailed, the farms have been modified, genetically seedless and derailed. Apply proper research and remove the veil. The governments are out of time. The Antichrist, well, thee failed. I will fight for my life. Word to Lady Justice Scales. All praises due to all queens, beholders of the Holy Grail. And that's what I want to talk about too. This Holy Grail. The woman's the Holy Grail. The vortex, the vagina, and the I'll show you. I come prepared.
Hey man, a damn vagina, a uterus looks just like a tornado. I seen that shit. That shit blew my mind, man. Somebody had that on a clip. I said, "Oh man, that shit blew my mind all the way. As above, so below." I guess.
Yeah, that shit'll have you feeling, dude. I came across this video on my feed yesterday, bro. It blew my mind, man. With this guy, he's a stripper. He was telling a story, man, and I'm like, how the fuck did this end up on my on my feed? I'm listening to the story. He's a male stripper. He's talking about stripping for these chicks, right? At his girlfriend's party. And he started off telling the story that he ended up getting I don't even want to talk about it, but it's a crazy story. He ended up screwing his, not screwing, but getting done from his girl, set it off, and then the daughter and the mother joined in. And I'm
Oh
like,
hell
man, what?
no! Type of
Yeah,
freak
no
ass shit is
morals
that?
anymore. That's wild. The daughter, two daughters actually. I meant to say his girl, sister, and mother joined in. And yeah, I'm not even gonna get into what happened. Like,
That's crazy. So
I
the
couldn't even
mom and the
believe that.
daughter was
That
getting
shit came
fellatio
up.
together.
Yeah, yep. The two daughters and the mother.
I
Look
forget.
at this
Hey, look.
picture I found.
Yeah, somebody. I think it was what's his name? Did a video about this KGV. That thing right there is your ear.
That's the brain.
That's the brain connecting to the ear, right?
Yeah, I don't want to show that too much because of I'm gonna take this video down anyway because you know, I gotta be more careful nowadays with haters everywhere. Yeah,
Man,
that's the
bro,
brain.
bro, on my channel, bro, I'll be going in, man. I ain't no censorship on my channel, man. I just did a video talking about God is a deadbeat. I'll be going in, bro. I don't be giving two shits.
You know what's crazy? These pictures, a true song. I've noticed. This is how I know these characters didn't exist. Because you got a black Jesus, and then you got a white Jesus, and then you got a Chinese Jesus. It's like, bro, if he
Right.
existed, there's only one, right? Dude morphs into. They say Satan's a shapeshifter. Well, there you go. All right. I thought this was interesting. It says, do you know that women predate men? I don't know if I believe that, but anyway, the oldest fossilized bones ever found were women. Well, that's all that says. It doesn't say that women outdate men. You just didn't find no men one yet. All of them were discovered in East Africa. Of course it was. Ethiopia, to be exact. These women could reproduce as sexual without the assistance of males. I've heard this before. Get the fuck out of here. This was done by the Bartolian gland, which women still possess to this day. Do you know women could produce semen in their bone? That's it. I've heard enough.
Yeah, I've heard that before too. I kind of agree with it. I do feel like women were the first ones here, man. Cause how like they say this is a man's world, but that's the complete opposite. Everything was a matriarch. You gotta think we've been under a patriarchy all this time, under a patrilineal system that's controlled by men, by masculinity. What they say, you're supposed to think from the right brain to the you're supposed to think from the right hemisphere of your brain to the left. Right brain is feminine, that's the feminine side, right? Left brain is masculine, right? But you need both to have that balance. I don't know where Charles went, but yeah. Do anybody think that women were here first? Because man, we don't have a birth portal. We don't have a portal to bring life into this world. We have semen. That's it.
How to use the bathroom.
Our seed we gotta have our seed goes into a woman. You know that's what I'm saying. Like that right there, the uterus and all that right there looks like a damn tornado, man. I seen that shit. It blew my mind. That's what
It's the vortex. It's
right.
the yoni.
That's the woman's portal.
It's the yoni. The woman's portal is the yoni. And it also looks like the Pisces fish. The vagina. The vajayjay. Oh, I didn't even see the Pisces fish above it. Okay. Yeah. Oh shit, even the caduceus lines up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. See that top picture when she has the pink robe? Even Jesus comes out of the Vesica Pisces, or the center of the Vesica Pisces. And I used to I used to tell my friends Jesus is walking out of a vagina, and they'd be like, "No, that ain't what it means." It sure
That's what
did.
it is. Yeah, that's what it is.
The
Yeah, that's
unk.
the unk.
They say the
That's good.
unk is the male and the female part together. I don't know how true that is, but oh no, it's not. Well, the vaginal canal. Don't
And
get
it
your fingers
symbolizes
crossed.
that unk symbolizes the number 9 too. Because you carry, like you already know, you
Or a
carry it for 9
six.
months. Nine,
Or a
nine
six
for
too.
completion. Huh?
That's interesting. A 9.
Yeah, that's what the unk is. Is that too? It's the number 9. Nine is for completion. 9 months in the womb. There's nothing after the number 9. We going into the year 9, 2025. It's the year of completion, man. Because that unk,
What's up?
they took it and inverted that shit and made a cross out of that too.
I think this one right here. Some of these unks were technology. Um, like you see how it has those lines, 4 lines on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull up other pictures. Uh, that's like a resonator. If I'm saying that right. Um, that's what that looks like to me. I got a picture of one being tech, but not many speak on that. Not many people. Damn. See, I mean, look, even the portals to go into church was shaped like a vagina, a portal, because doors were called portals before we called them doors.
Right. The door in your house is a portal. When you go
Yeah.
into one room, when you go from one room to another, you enter different portals. So what I'm saying, you see what I'm saying? Look at that. They whitewashed that shit, man. But they did that same those pictures right there, those melanated people. You gotta think. I seen a picture of what's it called? What's his name? What's your boy's name? Putin. Vladimir Putin was worshiping the image of a melanated being. That's what they do behind closed doors, man.
That's crazy.
They do it in your face too.
I treat everyone like people, like everyone's a fucking god, goddess, king, queen, whatever label people want to use. You're the fucking self-lord and master of yourself, like
Right,
Islam.
right.
I, self-lord and master.
But they took everything and inverted it, man. And they did a
That's
switcheroo on
crazy.
every damn thing. Because how do you
Because
make how do you make somebody forget who they are? You tell them the opposite, the polar opposite of what happened and who they are.
I just think it's funny. It says before, after, and the white one way after. Ha!
Yeah.
I don't think. I think there's been so-called white people here just as long in certain areas. But I do think
I
some
disagree
people
with that, bro.
come
Because
from somewhere else.
my research, me studying, because look, like I said earlier, when I look around, I start
But
doing my
who's giving
real
that
research.
information, though?
I look at
People.
the indigenous. Right. That's even with the Orientals in China. I look at the indigenous people of Asia. They got nappy hair and skin like copper color, skin like burnt brass. And then I go look at the indigenous people of Europe. They look just like me. I look at the indigenous people of this geographical landmass. They look just like me. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, if we the original people on all 4 corners, where the fuck does everybody else come from?
That's good,
Yeah, I
though.
could be
That's
wrong.
a good way they could push their agenda, but or their ideologies, because that just means so-called black people had sex everywhere, just like so-called white people have sex everywhere.
I just don't think so-called Caucasians been here that long, man. I don't think they've been here I think they added 1,000 years. I think this is my theory, man. This is how I feel. I think Caucasians were brought here from somewhere else. And that's just me, man. That's what my research is leading me to. I'm not saying like that y'all are bad, but I just feel like they haven't been here that long. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's just how.
I got a map that shows something to that extent. It's the Urbano Monte map, and it shows 7 ships. I mean, it reminds me of the Star of Ishtar. 7 ships
Listen to this, Charles.
coming from the outer lands. And there's a black ship, there's a black king on one ship, and then the rest are Spanish and white people.
Right. If we know that so-called white Caucasians were just brought here, just got here not too long ago to this geographical landmass, they came here as immigrants, Slovakian immigrants. We know that, right? So if we know they just got to this geographical landmass, so if they was in Europe first, so-called, where the hell they come from before that? That's how I'm looking at it.
Hey, peace to Naga. I don't know if I said what up to Naga. He was up here. Max Vision and Look Within. Peace. Max said white people came first, he thinks. Now, I watch, I'm glad you brought that up, Max. I was watching Divergent, and, you know, I've come to learn, you know, my opinion, because I analyze both so-called sides, right? Because I have friends from everywhere. So I've always listened and paid attention to what, you know, I go to my friends and I got to listen to what their parents would say about things, and that's the older generation, and the grandparents. And all my friends that were so-called black, their families were huge, man, compared to my family. I was like low-key jealous and shit. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But
hey, hold on, Charles. Hey, Max, let me ask you this. We dealing with science here. We dealing with biology, neurology, and science. If you go out in the sun, right? If it's 90 degrees outside and the sun is blistering hot, could your anatomy take that sun? Yes or no? So that's what I'm saying. The same thing with the Caesar Borgia character. They say he walked through Egypt. That would have been physically impossible. You think he can survive the natural elements over there in that, being in that sun? Think about it like this. Go look at Saudi Arabia. They building umbrella cities to block the sun out because they skin burns in the damn sun. If you happen to wear, listen, bro, and I'm not being racist. If a so-called white person has to wear sunblock to block out the sun and UV radiation, that means that they're not natural. That means something is inorganic inside of your physiology, inside of your anatomy. If you can't take on the sun breathes all life. If I take a seed and put it in the ground, I put it in a flower pot and put it in the sun, it'll grow. It breathes life. If the sun is detrimental to your physiology and your anatomy, that means you might be inorganic. That's just my hypothesis on that. That's just the truth we're dealing with. So how could so-called white people be first if they can't even take the sun? What sense does that make? You got to ask yourself this. If I go out and I'm not saying so-called black people don't burn in the sun, but when I went to my daughter's softball games, it would be majority Caucasians out there. They'd be out there with umbrellas. They'd be out there putting sunblock on. They out there hiding from the sun. This is real talk.
I'm glad I ain't like them Caucasians.
Bro, I got pictures, bro. I got pictures. I can post them on my community page of Caucasians hiding from the sun, bro. They walking around with umbrellas. They putting on sunblock. I'm out there taking the sun like it ain't nothing.
No, you're right. There are some so-called white people that can't go in the sun. And people. I've heard another person say white people are dying from the sun. No, they're dying because they're putting in cancerous fucking sunblock. That's the fucked up problem.
Bro, they catching skin melanin.
I wanted to finish what I was saying on this real quick about Divergent. He mentioned in the video because he was showing what's the name of this fucking tribe? Hold on. Shit, they were the giants. Anyway, it'll come to me. And he had mentioned in his video, because like I was saying, I focus on these ideologies. Like, I don't want to call them excuses. Some of them are, but we're not gonna talk about. It's not hatred. It's more or less. Both sides say the same thing. So-called dark and light people, or white, black, whatever. They talk about. Divergent said, how come no one talks about the white giants that were in America? Then there's the red-haired giants, and I'm pretty sure, because the 5 cent Indians, I mean, they talk about giants too. So I'm pretty sure all these giants that lived in America, I'm almost certain. Like, look at the Olmec. There's huge statues of the Olmecs, and they were so-called black people too. If you look into Haiti and Jamaica, you could clearly tell they've been there, and I personally don't think they came from Africa, but I'm not trying to tell anyone who they are and where they're from. I just think that way because Jamaicans know that land inside and out. And to this day, Jamaicans live off the land. Same with Haitian people. They still have gardens to this day.
Hey, let me interject real quick. Let me interject real quick. Look, man, they don't call us children of the sun for no reason, bro. We are called children of the sun. The first should be last, and the last should be first. The beginning and the end, man. And they ain't put that in that album. They ain't put that in there. That's what I'm saying. This shit might sound racist. This might come off as a racist and a bigotry to some people because they haven't opened up their mind, bro. I'm just telling the damn truth, man. This is what my research. This is what I'm getting when I do my research. I can look around and tell like who's inorganic and who's organic to this planet. If you happen to, bro, they got Arabs. That's what I'm saying. Go type in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, umbrella cities. You got Arabs over there in Saudi Arabia hiding from the sun. That lets me know that they inorganic. I'm not even talking about Caucasians. We can say Orientals, bro. I seen a Chinese dude out there. It was like 100 degrees. This was a couple months ago. This nigga had an umbrella hiding from the sun. So you mean to tell me he's organic? He can't even take the damn sun? The sun built.
No disrespect to anyone. You know, like I said earlier, I'm not singling out True Zone, but we both see things different in these topics. You don't see us. The reason why I like True Zone coming here is because we conversate without arguing and shit.
Right. I agree. I agree. We all soul and spirit. But when it comes to genetics, bro, they say we all the same. But genetically, we are not the same, man. That can be more prolific.
No, I don't know too much about genetics, but I just, through my journey of research, I just tell people to be careful, even for myself, because I always think to myself, who gave us this information? Can we trust these people that give us this information? Because they've been lying to us forever. Like, even science, I wonder, like, genetics and shit, I question too. Like, these people tell us one thing, and then 20 years later, you find out that it was all bullshit. Like, I don't know. But I always stay open-minded because anything is possible. But my whole thing with, and I get why you if that whole out of Africa theory, I think it's a theory. I don't think it's
bullshit, bro. We've been here, man. We've been on this year. I'm not even gonna put myself into no specific geographical landmass. We've been on this planet, bro. So-called black people, bro. This is our planet, man. I don't give a shit what nobody say. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. My research leads me to figure out that this is our planet. We are organic to this realm, bro. So the war has been against the indigenous people from the very beginning, bro. I'm telling you this, man. This is the realest shit. I agree
that you guys are organic, but so are white people too. Not all, but I still need more proof about these. I'm looking into these incubators and what that really was, because
incubated babies, bro. All them people that work, all them entities, the parasites that work in the government, bro.
They grow first before I could say it's true. Because the incubator, they put us all in incubators in the hospital when you're born premature.
Right. All them people that work on Wall Street, them demons that work on Wall Street, them are Cabbage Patch Kids. Them are soulless beings.
I don't know. Some I've heard black people say they don't resonate with this place, and I was shocked to hear that.
That's because they lost.
I don't know. A lot of these preachers,
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, a lot of these preachers be speaking from I don't know. I could see the anger and I understand all that, but my whole thing is, what's his name? Jelly Roll said, "Why do you think the windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror? Because what's ahead of you is more important than what's behind you." And I've always thought to myself through my research, I was like, "Damn, man, I dwell in the past too much." I was speaking for me. And I'm like, what is this past? Besides me knowing who I am and my family, that's fine. But all this other shit in history, how's it going to benefit my future? That's why I said in my rhyme, we dwell in the
Right.
past, and it creates more self-destruction, man. That's all the
Right.
past seems to bring is destruction. How could we
Right.
make the future better? Because I sure as fuck, if that's all true, the history, and all these wars and people getting whipped and slavery and hanging all sorts of different people from trees, I sure as fuck don't want that in the future. So my whole thing is, how the fuck did we get in this position? We already are figuring that out because people
Right.
turn their cheeks and they want to be like ostriches and put their head in the sand because they think when they pop their head out, things will be different. Or they want Jesus and the government to solve all the problems. It's up to us.
Can I say this right quick, Charles?
No. No, go ahead, man. You know you can speak.
Look, I agree with you. I agree with you
Oh,
50% because only if you're on the right path. What's in front of you is more important only if you're on the right path. But if you lost, right, then
dang, say that again, Naga. That was deep. I didn't look at it like that. Say that again.
yeah, what's in front of you is only important if you're on the right path. You know, if you're lost, then what's behind you is more important. It is necessary for you to go back because unless you go back, you will all you will just continue, on that on a lost path. You're just going to be on a lost path. You know, that's just you're just going to end up being deeper, 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 into the your lostness. So this is the reason why I always say this is the reason why I always trying to look at both sides at everything. I agree with you, when you say that, everything is not I mean white people is original also. You know what I'm saying? I mean or organic. I'm just paraphrasing what you're saying. Because me, I got the concept, that you need positive and negative. Ain't no way you're going to operate with only the positive or just the negative. So you need
Well,
both
what's
sides of the
positive and
field.
negative?
Say that
Positive and
again.
negative just means in and out when you're thinking about energy. But anyway, my
Yeah,
bad.
they
Go ahead.
just concept. They just concept. We just lost. What happened? We lost in concepts. We lost in translations. We lost in ideology. We lost in identities, right? And forgot our divinity. That's more. That's more important, right? And that's why. And that's what. That's not what in front of us right now. What's in front of us is not our divinity. What's in front of us right now is our physicality. That's right in front of us. You see? So we're not looking at everything like on a like a give and take, like on an equal take. We're not looking at everything on the equal take. We're looking at everything on a dominated state. That's how we're looking at things.
Hey, Doc, I won't cut you off, but who gonna let these people travel the cosmos and the stars after all this shit they done here? I ain't saying so-called Negroes are innocent, 'cause some of our own people sold us out. They ain't no goddamn good. But who gonna let any of these people these people travel the stars and the solar system after all this egregious shit they done, man? Come on, man. Make it make sense.
Who?
I'm not talking
Say
about
that
Charles.
again.
But I feel like a lot of people have. I'm saying who gonna let these entities travel the solar system, travel the stars after all this egregious shit they done here?
It's not about
What
who,
good?
bro.
What good have
It,
these
it's
people
not.
done since they've been here?
It's not
I ain't
about.
talking
It's not
about Charles. I
about
ain't
who.
talking about nobody on this panel. I'm talking about their ancestors. What good? What if when I look back, I don't see nothing good that they done. The only thing they ever done was lie.
Bro, good is just a concept, bro. Good is
So
just
you
a
mean to tell me these people
concept.
got a place in the
As the
cosmos to travel the
so-called
stars?
white
Who
man,
gonna
I
let them
don't
travel the
claim none
stars?
of those bozos.
Listen, bro. If you going to see good for what it is, just a concept, right, and see bad right, or evil for just
Man,
what
you
it
out
is,
your
just
mind
a
if you think these people
concept,
gonna be able to
you
travel
won't
the
be you.
cosmos and they're gonna be able to navigate through the solar system. We guardians of the universe. Are you serious, man?
It's not them that navigating. That's the thing. You have to understand. It's not the negative. It's not the evil that's traveling. It's the energy between the evil and the gods. So the thing when you bring the negative, and the positive together, it's not the positive and the negative, right? That's power. Is that's doing the work. Is the power that's in between the energy. I mean, the positive and the negative, that neutral energy that's in between the negative and the positive. That's what the true power. That's what the power is. That's what
Right,
empowering everything, all the
right,
devices. So
right.
when you're looking at
I
the
agree with that.
negative or the evil shit, right? It's not the people doing the evil. When you're looking at the good thing, it's not the people doing the good thing, but it's the energy in between these two. So until you have both of the pillars, there is no energy in between. So you gotta have that, that two. You gotta have that parallel. You gotta have that both sides. That's why you
Right,
have to look at it as a concept. I mean, as a concept, instead of just looking at it for a literal meaning and get lost in it. Because in translation, right, you would be the representation, right, of the negative energy. We are the male outside. So but they want, this is the reason why we flipped it to the women, right? And when the women want, for when they feel like they get tired of it, they're gonna flip it on us again. Oh no, we the real. Nah, that is not really about that. It's about the man and the woman come together. Because earlier I heard y'all mention, y'all was talking about who was first, if it's the man and the woman. We can see
Oh yeah,
how.
yeah, that was that thing I was reading, Nago. Yeah, I don't agree with that. When they said women can impregnate themselves, that was crazy.
So we can see how God and the devil trickle down to men and the woman. Like literally, we can see it. So we have to understand that, look, it's not about one or the other. It's about both. Why, if it was about one or the other, why do they give you both in the first place? Or why did you do the work, right, to break down, to understand and decipher both of them in the first place? Why didn't you just go and say, all right, this is the right one, I'm just going to be all about that one? Why did you still take your time to understand and study and analyze the other side? It's necessary. If you don't do it, you're going to be handicapped. There ain't going to be nothing in between. You ain't going to have no type of self empowerment. You will have to investigate both sides. This is when you become self empowered.
right. That makes sense, bro. I mean, I ain't disagreeing with that. But all I'm saying is, man, I just know that they ain't got no place in the cosmos, man. They ain't got no place in the cosmos. I feel like I feel like there's a certain few of them that do. Yeah, I know that for sure. Hell yeah. But the vast majority of them, hell no, hell no.
They do, bro, because they are few. Just like the those of us, just of us. I mean, those of us that doing the same evil shit too. We are being used as fuel,
Right.
to keep this thing going. That's it. Because so we are the thing. So we those of us that not on remain balanced is being empowered, right, from these people. What you think
Man,
the
look,
government
bro,
is
look,
doing?
bro. I did a video last night. It was a Caucasian dude on there. Dude was racist as shit. Dude was talking about, oh yeah, the Haitians. I don't want them here. They need to go back over there to where they come from. This is a white dude saying this shit, right? So you mean to tell me
That's
somebody
bad.
like that with a calcified pineal gland that ain't got no access to the cosmos got a place in the cosmos? Fucking no, hell no.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yes, because there is a Haitian too that's saying, look, you see white people, we don't want none of them. We should cut all their heads off and
Yeah,
burn them.
bro,
Hold on
the
right quick.
motherfucker
Hold
said
on
that
real quick.
saying,
Let me
hold
just
on, nigga.
conclude this for
They
you what
saying
you're
they don't
saying.
want Haitians here, but they don't belong here. So who the hell are
No,
you to
listen
say
to what
we
I'm
don't want
saying.
them
I
here?
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And I'm just bringing out the Haitian to compare to what you're saying and then to make my point. So once I now I just, since I just brought up the Haitian, my point is that, look, both of them, the Haitian and the white man, going to be used as the fuel, because they're gonna end up get cut up at in the crossfire, and they're going to be used as fuel. That's
Right,
that's it.
right, right. Yeah, I see what you're saying, bro. All I'm saying, they don't. That shit just when I watch those videos, bro, it just pisses me off. Like, man, dang, how can these people sit and complain about so-called Haitians coming here and they don't even they came, they nationalized citizens. They just got here off a fucking boat. Because who are these people to say who belong here, who don't belong here?
See, that guy's mad at. He's mad at the actual.
That's my ancestors speaking through me, man. That's my ancestors talking through me. Like, who the fuck are these people, man? I think a lot of our people can't remember what the hell happened here. They don't got caught amnesia. They don't remember what these freaks done. And I'm not talking about people on our level. I'm talking about like the government too. Most definitely, we can't remember what the hell they done to us, bro. So we saying we need to be kumbaya. For the ones that want to fight with us, hell yeah, come on over here with us. But to them, like the ones I had on that video I did last night, hell no, stay your ass over there. You ain't got no connection to the cosmos. Your ass gonna stay right here. You can't come with us. But I'm done, man. I'm done talking, man. I'm gonna hop up off here. I guess that's the ancestors talking, man. I get pissed, man, because I don't know, man. I look at everything. You can't piss on me and tell me it's rain. You feel me? So I'm saying, like, I just feel like so-called black people, indigenous people, like, this is our land right here. This is our planet. This is our planet. This is our planet. We just can't remember, man. We got everybody else saying they us, but they not us.
And that's why I titled it this. Because I like when True Zone speaks on this, because at some point in time, a so-called white person and black person, I don't see anyone speaking on these topics. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I haven't seen a so-called white person and so-called black person sit down and chop it up without extreme arguments happening and
right
and anger. But
that's because they scared, man. People scared.
The more we talk about it, the more we can understand and fucking fix these problems.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like somebody like you,
people say they don't want to work with the white people, right? And that's fine. They don't have to. I'm not mad at them. That's their choice. But in order to elevate past the government and do for ourselves, I don't think we could do it on our own. And it's going to take damn near the whole country, not the whole country, but a good amount to start doing, there's more.
It's not going to take all of us. Haiti did it. Haiti beat this monster 3 times. They beat the French, the British, all of them 3 times in a row. Kick their ass. A little small island like that. Whoop these colonizers.
Go to war, but thank you for saying that, True Song, because I tried to explain yesterday that desert people with sandals and AKs and homemade booms whooped the U.S. ass in that war. See, they don't admit that, but soldiers will tell you. I watched a army sniper who was a Green Beret say that admitted for 20 years they got their ass kicked in the desert. They didn't have the guy said, and these people had sandals, not all of them, but he was showing how with AKs, homemade booms, sandals, they didn't have all that military equipment. They didn't have tanks, airplanes, helicopters, and they held their own. He's basically saying and kicked ass. And then you got people in America. I'm not saying we need to go to war, but it could happen. You never know. People have become soft. I just want to bring up even Jason Williams. His name's White Chocolate. They were talking in an interview. He was saying, I can't call myself White Chocolate nowadays because these soft people will cry about it. And it's true, man. It seems people have become soft, man. I don't know. This country has become soft, man. Everyone wants to sit back and have a problem solver come solve their problems. There's only one savior, and that's called self. I kind of feel bad for people that sit back and wait for Jesus because they're lost. Like Naga was saying, they're going down the wrong path.
No, I want to answer Noah's question real quick. I just want to answer this question. That is true. That it does sound like kind of like childish, and it might sound unintelligent to sit and argue about like who was here first. That it does. It's for me. It's not about that. It's about a birthright that
No, it's
was
important for you, man. For self, it's very important. I get why you're very
right.
passionate about it, because that's
Right.
your so-called, I don't want to say history, but that's your lineage and stuff, your true history. That
Right.
should mean a lot to you.
Right. It does.
Mine
When
does
I
mean a
speak,
lot to me too. You
when I
know,
speak on these
it's a
things, somebody
culture.
it might come off as racist, but I ain't here to make friends. I ain't here to. Oh, like on my channel,
No,
I
I
go
know
all
you're
in.
not talking
I
about
don't care
me.
about. I don't lost subs, but I don't lost subs talking about this stuff. But I don't. As long as I get this message out, it's not just. Hold on. How I want to word this. Hey, no, I'm ask you this: when we were being indoctrinated and programmed by this patrilineal matrix, when we were being programmed to be just slaves to this system, like Chuck said earlier, cyst is a fucking virus. But I'm saying that to say this: when we were being programmed, think about all the whitewashing that happened. It's not your fault. It's not nobody. I'm not blaming so-called white people. I'm blaming the power behind the power. Like me and Charles talking about earlier, the blackamoors, the black hidden hand, these entities, these parasites. They did this as a division tactic, but they knew goddamn well we would wake up and figure out who the hell we were and what the hell happened here. But I'm saying like when we were being programmed, when you look at all the superheroes, Superman, they all white, right? I'm saying everything was whitewashed. Look, I'm telling you the truth. Batman, a white guy. Superman, a white guy.
Right. And
Jesus Christ, a white guy. Everything was whitewashed because this was an all melanated planet at one point in time. This is what I'm not trying to get you to see anything. You're gonna have to go do your own research and figure this out. I'm saying this was an all melanated planet at one time. It is not Charles' fault that everything was whitewashed like the way it was. But it had to be like that to make us forget who we were. But go ahead, Charles, my bad.
Look, this is what I was talking about. You see Cortez? I couldn't find a better picture, man. Now, I know he wore tights under his dress. I mean, his right? But hey, why didn't this picture load, man? Better stop playing. All right, here we go. Hold on. Well, Cortez, and you see how these are Cortezes. Someone brought this to now. Well, it was brought to my attention by watching a video. And I think the guy, I know he was from California. It was either a Piru, a Blood, or a Crip. I don't remember which one. I think he was a Crip, an East Coast Crip or something. Now, that's another thing I want to bring up. I remember going to powwows, right, at a young age. And then at 11 years old, I was introduced to Ice Cube. Man, the sound the West Coast had was something different. And then I got to see the Crip Walk. And I said, motherfucker.
It's an Indian dance.
Familiar. Yeah. And then, I got older and older, I said, man, all these different Crip sets. I said, it reminds me of Indian tribes. Right? And then it all makes sense, man, when you piece it together. The different Crip sets or Blood sets or Piru sets are like the Indian tribes because they are genetic families. Families with, their genetics are in these Crip sets or tribes. That's what they are, tribes or families. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Hey, Chuck, I want to ask you one question. I want to ask you one question, bro. I'm gonna show you something real quick. When I went to Google yesterday and I typed in God, even when I went to YouTube and I typed in God, guess what popped up? All Caucasian angels. Yeah, all Caucasian deities. So this might give most so-called white people a perception that they was here first. Because when you type in a superhero, it's gonna be a white dude. Or you type in let me show you this. Look at the Bible. When you look at the Bible, look who's in the Bible. Look who's in the Bible.
I think we were all here first.
Look at this. Look who's in this Bible. Look who is that?
Jesus.
I'm saying,
That's
but
Julius Caesar.
right. But to somebody that's ignorant, they're gonna think this is a god. They're gonna think this is the creator. That they're gonna think this person was here first. Show you something else.
Nah, bro.
That's
Listen,
Jesus,
bro. It's not.
aka Jesus, which is a personification of Zeus.
Look at this,
Listen though, it's that's only if you don't know. That's only if you don't know the story. If you don't do your own research, don't do the work, you just going to believe in these stories and what people tell you. Then you deserve to be lied to. But once you start to do your own research and start to do your own everything, you're just going to realize that the Bible, the Holy Bible, is just a wide version, right, of an original story. That's all it is.
right?
It's a wide
Right.
version,
Who
just like they have King. For example, this is the reason why they tell you King James versions. The Bible is versions. They're versions of the real story. So
Right,
once
but
you
who
go
is
ahead
this
and do your
person?
own research, and you should be able to stick to what fits you. You don't have to go to the Jesus. You could leave the people with Jesus, right?
Bro,
And you could just go to what suits you. But
bro,
we because we don't know, right, how to use what fits us, right? Or we think there is no literal meaning to it, right? Or it's just whatever the case may be. So we start attacking other people because there is no reason if you're eating, right? If you're eating, if you have a plate of food in front of you, you're eating. There's no reason for you to go ahead and look at what in somebody else's plate. The only reason why you're looking at somebody else's plate is because yours is empty.
bro. I went to a church in Mississippi as a kid. They had Caesar Borgia hanging on the wall. This church I went to was all melanated. Now think to yourself, I'm a little kid looking at that like, man, that's God right there. That'll give you a perception. That's a sign. That's a sign of white. So white supremacy don't exist through
No, that's
religion.
not what we're saying. We're saying that it exists and should exist, just like black supremacy is exists and should exist. We just want to deny our own while we're attacking their own. That's
Right,
what's going on. We're
right,
denying our own while we're attacking theirs.
right. I got you. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard for me to like get what I want to say out because somebody, but I don't give a fuck about hurting nobody's feelings, man. Because people, oh, he's racist, he's a bigot, he's trying to divide and conquer. No, man, I'm just telling the damn truth, man. Some people don't like it.
Instead of them assuming that you're racist, they should ask you.
Nah, not
Well,
at all,
I know
bro.
you're talking about me
Bro,
because none of those are my ancestors.
bro,
None of
bro,
them. I
bro,
asked my grandfather
bro.
told
I
me
had
who my
somebody.
ancestors were.
Me personally, I encourage everybody. Listen, bro, go ahead and be pro your race. Listen, I'm gonna give you all this story, and then y'all could go ahead and if y'all wanna change your mind about the race, right, or the race thing. Look,
What's up,
there is a
Bruno?
story that says that, right. There was a chicken, right, a fowl that found an eagle egg, right, and it basically warmed that egg, until the egg, became an eagle, and that eagle, uh growing up amongst the chicken. And one day the eagle look up in the sky, right, and see other eagles flying. And as the chicken look, what's that up there, right? And the chicken told the eagle, oh, those up there, these are the king of the sky. They spend most of the time, in the sky. They only come down when they want. But for us as chicken, right? Because they don't consider that eagle like a chicken, and the eagle see himself like itself like a chicken, right? So now they're talking about themselves as chicken, even though the eagles amongst them is an eagle. So now listen, the chicken say, but as for us, we just chicken. We stay on the ground. We're going to die on the ground. The chicken didn't tell the eagle, but you too, you can be up there with them flying too. You're an eagle. The chicken didn't tell him nothing, so that eagle end up there, living its whole life dying like a chicken, when it could have, right, fly up there just like them other eagle, because that's what it is. So when people telling you, oh, don't be yourself, or don't be pro of who you are, people just don't want you to reach your full potential. That's all it is. I don't care what race it is, whether you're white. If people telling you not to be pro-white, is because they don't want you to reach your full potential. If you're Hispanic, if you're Arab, if you're whatever your phenotype is, if people don't want you to be proud of that, is because they don't want you to reach your full potential. Because that's the only way you're going to reach your full potential. Period.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And I don't. I hate to say I'm like. I don't like use. I don't like saying black or white. I'm not pro melanated. I like truth, man. I want to know the truth of what the hell happened here. Who the hell I am? What my ancestors come from. I want to know. We were all lied to. It's up to us to do our own due diligence to figure out where we come from. I feel like if you are Oriental, go figure out where you come from. Really figure out where you come from. Don't take what the government tells you. Don't take what these curriculums tell you. Really do
Yeah,
your
these
own
words,
research.
man. What's an Orient?
Because if I try to tell you where you come from, somebody might come to my channel and I might do a video breaking down genetics. If I try to tell you where you come from, you're gonna get mad and call me a racist. So you're gonna have to go do that for your goddamn self. You don't need me to tell you anything. You can go within and get the answers if you really wanted to. So I'm saying so I'm saying they come to our channels. Oh, he's being racist. I don't like that video. Well, you need to go do your own goddamn research. You don't need me. It means you fishing for something anyway. If you still watching.
No,
So
they just calling the truth for what it is, because I just broke down how race is not something that people should stay away from. People, embrace that. But we have, you know, like I said, you have the government, the policies officers, right? That's, they basically, patrolling everything, right? So they patrolling other people. They even patrolling you being, yourselves. They even, patrolling how you should be yourself. They telling you how to be yourself. So at the end of the day, if you understand that the power is in your hand, you take that power. They don't have no authority over yourself. You're going to tell yourself who you are, and you're not going to care, if people think, is a bad thing or not, whether it's someone who claims he has authority or someone who doesn't. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's because we haven't do our own research, like you just said. Most of us, we just find out that we've been lied to. We don't know the truth yet. We still searching for the truth, right? If you're still searching for the truth, right? How do you have time, right, to go against other people's things? You should be busy finding your truth. You should be so busy finding who you are that you don't even have time, to know if other people is being lied to, or if they, because you already discovered the lie. You already know you're being lied to. So now you're using the lie as a reference point, right, to find your truth, to find who you really are. So once you find out who you really are, let everybody listen, bro. We gotta learn how to eat the, meat and spit out the bone. We all know how to do that. So we gotta know how to do that with the knowledge too. Let people
Look
be.
at what not know said.
If we can't let people be themselves, which is the races that they are, how they gonna let us be ourselves, which is that divine being that we are.
I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. You saying like, yeah, they can be like that all they want, but we gonna be divine in the way it goes.
Yeah, bro.
The
Right.
word Oriental, I had to look it up because I'm like, what's an Orient? But the word Oriental in etymology comes from the Latin word Oriens, like or Orions, which means east or sunrise. But look what Not Know said. He said, just remember Europe was enslaved by the church first. They brutally killed hundreds of billions. Yeah, they burned my ancestors. They hung them from trees too, called them witches, and they were Satan and they were evil. And they conquered all the lands, these churches. They went all over this place and just started slaughtering everybody that didn't bow to their God, Jesus, or even Muhammad. All these religions were conquering lands and forcing people to be slaves and bow to their fucking phony fake gods they created. They took people knew they were gods and goddesses until these religions started conquering, and they literally beat that out of everyone and forced them to accept religions.
Right. So I'm saying that I agree with that. A lot of Caucasians were slaughtered. It's the art of war, like Naka said earlier. It's the art of war, man. Everybody was used as pawns against each other. But I'm gonna say this one more time. Somebody said that we were all here together. See, people don't think about what they say before they say things. Somebody had, I think Max Vision, somebody had said that Caucasians were here first, and then somebody else said that we were all here on this geographical landmass together. That is not true. If you even said it yourself, Charles, if your ancestors came over here as Slavs, they came over here via migration and as immigrants. So if we were already here and they came over here as immigrants, where the hell they come from before that? Before they left those slave ships on Europe, where the hell they come from before that?
I don't know. I didn't live back then, but we could have came from outer
That's what I'm
lands.
trying to say, man. People need to go do the fucking research.
I got maps to show ships coming from the outer rings and stuff, and it wasn't just white people. It's just shocking. It's I think it's an African king. I'm not sure, but it's a dark king. Then it has some Spanish ones, and then the rest are ships. There's 7 ships. Now, I don't know what that symbolizes, but yeah, they're coming from these outer lands, which is a strong possibility. I think there is more lands outside of here, where a lot of people to this day are still coming in and out.
Right, that's true. That's true.
Well,
But
that's what I've been saying for the longest. People don't take me serious because people can't see, right? People can't see even though people hearing you talking, right? And even though people hearing you, right? But they're not listening. Or even though people is listening, they're not hearing you. So just because people is looking at you, they can't see you, right? So that's what I've been saying. I've been saying, once you know the North Pole, right, is basically is the axis, right? Is the axis that make the Earth, that basically make the Earth, it, equally balanced, right? That's what make the Earth equally balanced. This is the reason why when I describe this is the reason why when I describe the Earth, I try to describe the Earth like a twin, right? Like a twin brother. And this is why when I go into them stories, right, from Ra and Set, right, to Cain and Abel, right, this is the same thing. This is telling you the story, right, of an equal of an of an equally balanced system, right? Both of them went their own separate way, right? Cain went his own way, Abel went his own way, right? Ra went his own way, Seth went his own way, right? But what they're not making clear in the story, right, is that just like they came from the same thing, they're returning from the same thing. They want to let you know that they don't let you know, they don't connect the dot basically, right? They just let it open. This is why the people and once you get in it, then they close it behind you, right? They don't show you how it closes in front of you, right? So you can open it to get out, right? They wait until you get it and then they close it behind you, right? But like I said, that's what the earth is, beyond the North Pole. Like I said, the North Pole is the axis, right? That's basically, equally balanced the earth. So the earth is not just one. That's why I even went and showed people like the old map you used to show like 2 different circles, right? And then later on, they and change over time, they change it and make it into one ball. But it was into one circle. And then they turn the circle into a ball. But it was 2. Y'all got it.
wow, it's all quiet.
I was looking at something real quick, man. I was looking at something, trying to see what this weather gonna do today. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Thanks for having me up, Chuck, man. I gotta get that. I gotta go make some
Anytime,
now.
man. You know,
Something left an hour
yeah.
ago.
I appreciate you coming through, man. We were able to talk about these topics.
Yeah, anytime, man. You know, I don't have no problem talking about it. It's just I just like Naga was saying, man. Like if I might be talking to somebody, but somebody's not listening. Like that's what I'm saying. Somebody might come to my channel and they might watch some of my videos. They might take it as all. They might take it as offensive. But I don't give a fuck who I offend. I don't. I really don't give a shit. It's just the truth is the truth, man, and it got to be let out. Everything must be revealed, man. I mean everything. Every lie that was ever told us, everything got to be revealed, man. And you better believe it's going. Some people might not like what they hear, but you know, it's got to be revealed. It is what it is. The truth got hurt in it, don't it? You can't spell truth without saying hurt, right? But I'm out, man. Peace.
All right, True Zone. It's gonna be a good day anyway. At least here, it's nice. It's about 72 degrees, I think. Got to watch these landmines out here. Oh, that's another thing. Hold up. Got to pull this picture up, man. I hope I can find the other ones I want to show. Damn, this dude almost ran me over. He was about to drive on the sidewalk. Now I'm driving fuck nut. What you beeping at? Beep beep. Who got the keys to my Jeep? All right, camera. I don't know. I think a lot of this. I just have a gut feeling, man. This I came first, and a lot of this stuff was created just like religion. Who said that in the chat? I think it was Mark. Religion, politics, and race breed a lot of division. But it's all good. You know. Oh, hold on. Someone's in the back. It's probably Naga. I knew it. I knew it.
Can you hear me?
Let me see if I could find these other pictures too.
Can you hear me, Charles?
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to
I
show
was trying to.
you.
Go ahead, you got it.
And I just was showing this picture real quick. I'm gonna drop a short video later about it, but I this morning it looked like this, and it was bad, man. You can see the X in the sky over there, and I got tons of pictures that show an X, and it's always near this area. And another crazy thing is, I thought I was the only one seeing these X's, but there's video of there's a video of people in other states that are seeing these X's in the sky too. But yeah, they were tearing the sky up today, something crazy. The day after election or selection, they said, "Oh, it's been enough time, man. Let's piss in the sky." Look at these Nikes, y'all. These are the ugliest fucking shoes I've ever seen in my life. Look at these shits. They got air pockets in the front. What are these shoes to make you jump higher? Dusty ass clogs.
But yeah, like I was saying, Charles, I think I said it before. I killed that debate who was first a long time ago, right? It don't matter who was first, right? What matter, right, is who's the right one, right? It don't matter, how many people that try to do something. before I did it, right? But none of them did it, right? So I'm the one. You don't just because you're the first don't make you the one. A lot of time people look at the first and think that that make you the one. No, the first don't have nothing to do with the one, right? So again, when people talking about who was first or there was first. Well, if you was first, then why is you refuse to let everything fall on you, right? If you're the first, right? If you're the first, you're the foundation. That if everything built on you, right? Why don't you take credit? Why don't you let everything fall down on you? Why do you complain about everything, falling on you? Oh, they doing this, everything. Why are we complaining so much about, what they doing to us, all that? We should be strong enough, right? Our back should be big enough, right, to carry all of that, right? Because a foundation of a house is strong enough to carry the house. Other than that, the house is going to be crumbled, right? So
I think
oh
people were first though in certain areas, Naga. Like maybe like I was saying, a tribe lived in the jungle. They never seen a white man because no one ever traveled. They didn't have the proper traveling ways, so they never seen a white person. Because yeah, they lived in that area. They were first. I think
no,
people were first.
that wouldn't make sense because we have melanated stories that show that we traveled all the continent before, right? We traveled all the continent before the presence of any uh 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 Caucasian, right? Because there is a time, just like here in America. Here in America, there was a time that Caucasian had their own history, and melanated people had their own history before integration. Before integration, we ain't had the same story. Y'all had your own story. We had our own story. Integration mix everything, put everything into one basket. That's why fucked up. That's what fuck us up. That's why make everybody confuse everybody. I told you on that before. Integration, and I said it on multiple platforms. Integration was the worst
I'm
thing that
glad you
happened to
brought
us.
that up.
Yeah.
So they put
So
everyone together to mix it up, so they could create chaos, and then they bring order with this one world garbage. Oh, because that's what they want. They had to create the chaos to bring the order. That's what
yeah.
these people are famous for doing, creating confusion and chaos. And then
So
they come with
so
the solution.
so we had our own story, separately, talking about ourselves and the planet and how we navigate the whole planet, right? We have the science to it. This is how we build the pyramids, right? This is how we build temples. This is how we do a lot of things, right? This is how we use. This is what we use for agriculture, right? So we know these things amongst ourselves, right? So we're not gonna say, oh, we didn't know, like Caucasian was there, was some way somehow they was here on this planet and we didn't know about them. No, in fact, we knew about Caucasian. They just wasn't on this planet. And that's a fact. And any Caucasian that know themselves, they know they wasn't on that planet. They have their own planet. Meaning, and I'm using planet is for modern terms so people can understand. But the Earth is not a planet. It's a realm, right? It's not a planet, it's a realm. So these people know that they came from somewhere else. Ain't no debating in that. They tell that in their own story. So we can go ahead and say that, oh no, they're lying about themselves, or because they're lying about us. Everything is a lie. But everything don't have to be a lie. Everything don't. I don't have to lie about myself in order to lie about you, right? In fact, I'm gonna tell the truth about myself to lie about you, so I can make myself look good. That's how people. That's how people do the thing. The reason why they tell lie about you is to make is to make the truth look good, right? If they don't have no truth, right? Then making you look like a liar ain't gonna work, because they're going to look at them as a liar too. So they gotta have a truth for somebody to convince you that someone else is a liar, right? They have to first show that they themselves is worthy of the truth. So like I said, Caucasian have their own story. They have their own origin story, right? It's just that for you to know, right, the origin story, you have to be part of a secret society. Ain't no debating in that. Ain't no debating in that. Just like for
No,
you to know who you,
I
just
want to
like
see
for
True Stone have a sit down with Naga. Sorry to interrupt you before I forget. It would be cool to have Bro Sanchez and Naga have a sit down. Bro Sanchez is well versed in both areas, and I don't want to say a debater, but he's better than me, I'll admit, at I don't want to say conversating, but breaking shit down, because he's done it. A lot of things bro said, because they used to have a lot of builds on that about who came first, and but anyway,
yeah,
that
what
would
you
be a
don't
dope
know,
sit down.
what you don't know, Charles, you know, when before Bro Sanchez, was really Bro Sanchez, he used to be on Hangout, on
With
Hangout with us.
RSB, with
Yeah,
RSB,
huh?
not R, is it R? No, RGB. Who's the dude's name bro used to roll with? I think it was R. It was the black, red, and green. The dude was I think it was
R
RSB, man.
RBG.
No, that's Richie from Boston. I keep confusing that.
I don't
I
know.
forgot his name. Hold on, let me look it up.
But look, while you look this up, so I could finish what I was saying, right? So for a Caucasian to know themselves, they have to be a part of a secret society. Just like for melanated people to know who they are, they have to be initiated. I don't care who you are. I don't care what who you are as a melanated being. If you're not initiated, you don't know who you really are. And that show why a lot of us is acting the way we acting, because we don't really know who we are. We just know that who they tell us we are in that. But and this is why we truth seekers. This is why we searching for the truth, right? This is why we on the quest that we are on. But for you to really know who you are, you have to be initiated. What you think? You think that ain't nobody before you? Like you the one that happened to like realize that there you've been lied to, and you're gonna be the one that's going to bring the truth. No, the truth already exists. The truth is already here. In fact, the truth is right in your face. You just focus on the lie, and that's on both sides. That's on both sides of the field, both sides on the board, on the court. That's what it is. For you to know who you are, you have to be either if you're Caucasian, either you are part of a secret society. If you're melanated, you are part of a. I mean, you are part of an well, it's a secret society too, but yeah, it's a secret. I would say both of them,
All right, I
melanated.
remember now.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to say it was RGB because it stands for red, green, and black, which is the African. It was Bro Sanchez and RGB. I knew I said RSB. I was close. It came to me as I was trying to find the video. But yeah, bro, before bro was bro by himself, he did videos with RGB. So I've been watching bro for a minute.
That's what I'm
But
trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, me before, this is the reason why I don't really, fuck with him like that, because there was a time we was in the same accord, and now everybody, like I said, that he used to build with, most of the people that you see that's on the panel with him, ain't really day one. Most of his day one left. He's day one was those that used to be on them 8-12 hours hangout that wasn't even live. You heard me? This hangout wasn't even live. That's when Google had hangout. It
yeah,
wasn't live.
yeah,
You
I
feel me?
remember that.
Yeah. So these are his day one. I'm one of his day one, like I said, that used to build with him. UEP, Mind's Eyes. We his day one. That used to
Yeah,
build with him. That's why we all separate from him, because we realized that he deviated from the truth. That's a fact.
yeah.
Bro deviated from the truth, because of the money.
I think that he treated. There were certain situations where I felt as though Sir Drop was disrespected
I remember Sir Drop would be dropping fire, and then somebody on the panel would interrupt them, cut them off, and it's like, damn, let them cook. But bro still be dropping truth, but I don't know. I'm not trying to hate on people. But I want to see everyone shine, except for Chomos. But why is there helicopters flying everywhere? But I like when bro gets into his presentations, man. I think he does an excellent job. Sometimes he reaches and stuff. Like I haven't seen Drop or fucking Mind's Eye come by. A lot of people. So man, so many people used to show love and then it just disappeared. But I don't really care about that shit no more, man. I expect it now. I just do me and fucking. I know dropping, and I know people work and have lives too. You know, I got to get a hold of Drop. As a matter of fact. Oh, well, Naga dip. But yeah, I would like to see Bro Sanchez and Truth Zone have a sit down, man, because I think Bro can help Truth Zone understand some stuff a little more. And I don't mean that in a negative way or like Truth Zone's all wrong, but I don't know. All I know is like what's important to me in my history of my family. I would like to find out if people came from other lands outside of here, for sure, because I think they have. I gotta dig up that map I got to show. Most people have seen the Urbano Monte map. Anyway. Man, they never got nothing for $3 no more. They always put these stupid $5 cheeses. What if someone don't have $5? I do, but they're being cheap. Oh, here we go, bastard. Damn, Naga dip. I'll probably shut it down in a minute anyway, since Naga dipped out. See, I need some swine. Is swine on sale? I like to put bacon. I only like one type of bacon, and that's Oscar Mayer Wiener bacon. All the other bacon tastes fake to me, man. Oscar Mayer Wiener is the only one that actually tastes GMO free. Excuse me. So what do people got planned today? Oh, I almost went down the wrong aisle. I want to order that book, man. I really do. I got $25 for the way towards that book. I'm gonna get it. Man, these people never got sugar. They never got synthetic sugar. Let's see what they got for salt. Let's see. Damn. What time is it? It's 11:51. Like I was saying, I think it's funny that that person, I think I know who it is, that they could have built my channel up. And if it's who I think it is, they couldn't even build their own fucking channel up. But they're gonna help. They could have helped me. I don't need no help. All I need's a blade and your ass will get scalped. Damn, what happened to the pink salt? Oh, here it is. Dun, 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 dun. What's better, Himalayan pink salt or white sea salt? Which one do you think's better? Anyone? Anyone? Look, I got this. You think this is better? Or that? I'm gonna go with the pink. And I need pepper. Black and white peppercorn. Peppercorn medley. Ouch. Get peppercorn medley. What are people? Oh man. I forgot I gotta carry cat litter. Son of a bichwaba. And it's all quiet. But let me end this live. Yeah, I'm gonna go live later, Naga. I'm gonna end this live stream. And I'm gonna go live later. I just want to get this shit done. Get the hell out of here. But thank you, True Zone, for coming through, man, and speaking on this topic. And peace to everyone in the chat, man. I'll check you out next time. Much love and respect, and I hope you have a great day. I'm out.